Paredes the service target early on. Some teams have been going after Pavan. Pavan does love to hit the ball on two. As with a lot of teams nowadays, as this game has evolved, the two ball is becoming more and more apparent in every game. But Pavan at 6'5" is a weapon to use that two ball for this team. Agatha, number 1. Dynamic through the sand. Just seeing her approach in her footwork, the way that she loads through her legs, bounces out the sand. Agatha now 34 years old, from Curitiba, now living in Rio de Janeiro. Paredes hitting a slightly wider set, trying to guide it back to the sideline, chipping away both teams. Pavan just high rolling. She is a high roller. Doesn't have to do much. There is the two ball. It's exactly what Canada will be trying to enforce all day. The good reception of Xiamen Paredes, linked with just the physicality of Pavan. Very successful indoor career in multiple countries, including Brazil. There's a little bit of dominance now from the baseline as well. Wonderful work from Canada. Serves deep in a very, very good position. Goes over the block, Agatha. It's not the smallest block on the World Tour. Again, she may struggle to hit angle. Being served straight down the line, it's very difficult for a left side player to get out and face the cross court to allow them both swings on the angle and on the line. All the same, it was good work from Agatha to put the ball away. Great knuckle from Paredes. Attacking from the center will give the smaller player slightly more shots. You have a deep angle, you have a short line, you'll be able to knuckle or cut the ball back to the line as well. Or you'll be able to hit the high line. Good execution though from Paredes. Agatha siding out like a dream. She's trying to take on the block of Pavan every single time. See, she's going over, she's trying to go through her. She's potentially seeing Canada's biggest threat as their weakness, and she's going right after it early on. Pavan just rolling the ball on the reverse. Second ball maybe from Paredes, yes please. Poked, deep angle. High level volleyball hit in Xiamen early on. It's a race to 21. The teams will change ends every 7 points. Again, serving Agatha down the line. She's come back to the line almost every time so far. Maybe it's been seen from Pavan. Serving her straight down the line. She's find it hard to hit angle. Will probably play into the hands of Pavan. Good cover from the Brazilians. Can't keep the ball alive. Paredes again going straight after Agatha down the line. Just chips on the angle straight to Xiamen Paredes. Second chance for Agatha. It's the first time we've really seen her let rip and hammer the angle. So dynamic, Agatha. 2015 world champion with Barbara Sexas. This is the 12th tournament that this Brazilian side have played together. 1 win, 2 second places. The win was in the Rio de Janeiro 4-star event. Very early on in the partnership actually, and they've not quite hit to the same heights as that first event. A second in the Hamburg World Tour Finals last year. Canada scurrying everywhere. Good defense from Brazil, trying to sneak on the short ball. Going short on Pavan is something that potentially you might get away with at times, but if she does make the dig, expect it to come back double hard. It's obviously difficult for the bigger players to take the short ball. The problem is if they do get the dig, their approach has already almost been made off a free ball. Just here, she's at full stretch, but she's already at the net. No block. Happy days for Pavan. (11-10) Canada as we approach the second half of this first set. The winner takes a place for gold. It's a good look at the court from Duda. Hermana Paredes, so quick. Agatha fires long. This is really how the dynamic of the team works so well. If teams choose to go over Pavan, Hermana Paredes is just so quick, and also she's got more time. The higher the blocker, the more time the defense has got to work around it. Duda the target yet again. Oh, Duda! Aggressive feet inside the ball. Huge, huge hammer from Duda. Hermana Paredes is one of the best defenders in the world, but you are not digging that bad boy. Paredes now from the center again, opening up all her shots. They're looking for the decision here. Hermana Paredes, line judge says no way. Richard Cassutt, the referee. Tough to see. Maybe the line might have moved a little bit. Tough to see from there. You'll have to make your own mind up on that one at home. Duda. Slicing, dicing, missing out on the sideline. See, not all about power, accuracy, placement, so big in this game. Agatha slightly out of system, hitting from downtown. Pavan breaks angle. Agatha just steers the ball into the gap. When there's no block, that deep middle option is a very good option alongside trying to hit the retreating blocker. Pavan does face a lot of that when she does decide to break in the World Tour. Attackers do choose to try and hit her on the way back. Paredes having a little look at the court, shooting away at the line. Duda sees it, she goes after it, she goes full stretch. She's not quite quick enough on that occasion, but it's Duda, she'll make more digs. Lines the call. That's the difference from Agatha. She manages to get her feet out more and point them back across the court. It gives her more options to steer the ball on a sharper angle. We haven't quite seen throughout. Hermana Paredes does take the step, but that's almost undefendable unless Pavan wants to jump in front and try and block it very late, taking the cross court with her block. High, smooth, accurate, beautiful stuff from Canada. Still in charge here, the #1 seeds. Great work from Pavan. She sets the ball and she's looking through the net, looking to call where the space is for her partner. Good example for anyone watching at home. No block, no respect. Two ball, Agatha and Duda partnering up, using the two ball for the first time. Seventh seed here, took 5th at Fort Lauderdale in the 5-star major series. Pavan and Xiamen Paredes also taking a 5th at that same competition. The biggest stage for the Canadian team was winning the Porridge 5-star last year. (16-15), first to 21. Pavan again. Great work from Pavan. What's happening is she's getting served on the inside, and they're trying to take her angle away from her, the Brazilians, by tying her up through the center of court. All she's doing is taking a back set. What it's doing is opening up the angle back across the other side of the court from left to right, or she can shoot high line. But it's an option that you see lots of teams take when they're served inside, is take the back set as well to release the pressure on them. Very good late move to the line for Xiamen Paredes, who has a chance in transition, and that is lit from Xiamen Paredes. Not the biggest on the court. Actually, the smallest at 5'9", but she said dynamic, powerful. It's a fumble serve from Pavan. Change of ends. Number 1 seeds hanging on here. Service pressure is good. It's a flat, punchy float serve from Paredes. Just whipped to the line, but there is a net touch called against Agatha. I'm unsure if she's aware of it yet, as Agatha goes back to serve, but she's going to be pulled here. Sure, it looks as if there's a net touch. Argument is maybe from Agatha. Did the ball hit the floor before she touched the net? She's definitely looking very inquisitive. Very informative from Richard Cassett, who then says quickly now to Agatha, as if stop time wasting and slowing the game down. Something that the officials are very big on, keeping the game speed high. Duda now opting for the back set. She's served inside, chops it back angle, makes it look easy. Just 19 years old, Duda, but she said she is the present and the future. Pavan again, just releasing, hitting from the left side. Just every single time she's gone after the angle. This time it's enough to bring up set point. Some game this, because the Brazilians are definitely not playing badly, but Canada is so strong. Pavan serving from the set. She has to chase in quick to try and get a block. Not blocking that one from Agatha. Again, so accurate. Feet are fast to the ball. Dynamic in her approach. Hitting the ball on the way up. Arm comes through the ball smoothly. Caresses it to the sideline. They need a block or a defense though, Brazil. Paredes hits the breaking Agatha to put Canada 1-0 up. Calm, commanding, under pressure. Xiamen Paredes has just made a great decision. Slightly off the net. Choice to break. Agatha didn't think she was going to hit the ball that hard, so she's like, I'm going to get off the net. Xiamen Paredes says, I'm going to hit you on the way back. 21-19. Canada take a 1-0 lead here in Xiamen. Set 2 underway. The first set was a victorious one for the #1 seeding pair of Pavan and Melissa Humana Paredes. Pavan starting exactly where she left off. Jumps in late on the angle. Crunching down on Barbara, former world champion Barbara, but she's not having it all of her own way. Again, much better getting out. In the first set, she wasn't quite as good at getting out in her approach, getting her feet facing back on the angle. When the feet are facing on the angle, it means that if the timing's right in the approach, you can actually hit angle, or you can chip the ball back to the line, or you can steer it back to the line. Doing it far better now. Ball goes short on Humana Paredes, trying to get her out of system. They do it very well. She can't hit the ball hard, so second chance for Brazil. Blocking again from Pavan is extreme. No one is the call. Quick play. Agatha caught out. That's exactly why they run it. Rush the block defense. Hit the ball. Try and score the point at the earliest possible stage. Beautiful work from Canada. Come on, Sarah is the call from Melissa Humana Paredes. Some rally this one. Bump cutty. Trying to cut the ball with the bump from Agatha. Misses out on the party this time. Big rallies here. Brazil still going after Agatha. Sorry, Canada still going after Agatha. Brazil trying to move Humana Paredes in short. Might open up the two ball if she can create the right angle on her pass across the net to Pavan, but if she can't, it's going to take the power away from her for sure, and maybe bring her underneath the block. Good vision, good decision from Agatha. Just nerdling the ball away. There's a long way to go in this one. Jumbo. Dug with the tomahawk. Another chance for Humana Paredes. Tooling the block, maybe off the chest, and then the platform. It's an overpass all the same. And when you've got Sarah Pavan, she is an absolute tower in this sport. 6'5". The last thing you want to do is put the ball anywhere near that net, let alone overset it. So many teams set more off the net around Pavan to try and give them more angles. The more that you play the ball towards the net, especially overset it straight into Pavan's strength, and she'll just mop it up. Again, overset should be Pavan all day long. Happy days. Another example of what we just said. You overset to Pavan 6 feet 5 inches. It's happy days for her, and it's a 5-2 lead for Canada. Not really being stressed out over the last couple of points. Brazil getting sloppy. Brazil needing to take a break in this second set. Pavan breaks angle. Xiamen Paredes is also sitting on the angle, so they're either doubling up in that area or there's a bit of miscommunication. Lines open, Brazil take it all day long. Loves playing the ball. Xiamen Paredes from that more inside area. Again, it gives her quite a lot of room to manipulate the high line, bring it back short. She can also whip the angle from there as well. This time she's going from a lot wider. She goes wide, she beats the line, something that you see all the time on the World Tour. Again, it's a game of cat and mouse when you start to play with the wide set. It's the speed of the ball against the speed of the blocker. If the blocker can't get out to block the hit of the line, is always going to be open. Or at least they might be drifting in the block and you can start to tool off the hands. Cuddy, well dug from Xiamen Paredes. And then there's a whip. Deep on the angle, touch off the block. Just feels like cruise control at the moment. There's a drop in the arm on the shot. Well seen, well read from Xiamen Paredes. She's very dynamic. Just pops up, puts the ball away. Miss serve. You'll see the athletes trying to serve the ball as close to the net band as possible. Means that it's high risk for high reward. It might go out the back, might go in the net, but you're trying to take time away from the passers by serving flat and punchy. Another flat and punchy serve. Very tense in the platform. The ball shoots off the arms. Gives Brazil a really easy point. Good control from Pavan. Miraculous stuff from Duda and Agatha. It's just too high. She hits the ball too steep at times, Sarah Pavan. Brazil are growing, though, in this second set. Agatha's screaming Duda's name. Tries to go off the hands again. Control from Xiamen Paredes. The props are going to go to Pavan, but actually the reactions and the control of the ball in defense from Xiamen Paredes is very, very good. She puts the ball on the plate for Pavan just to put the ball away. Service pressure again. It's a rushed, frantic platform of Agatha. You just can't give this Canadian team free balls because Xiamen Paredes is just going to keep feeding and feeding and feeding Pavan. Pavan's going to keep eating all day. He's always going to try and work the ball down that avenue. Agatha, previous partners, played with Barbara. Mira Antonelli, legend of the game. Carol and Shelder, more legends of the game. Duda winning while playing at junior level with Anna Patricia. Also playing with Elise Meyer and Carol as well in her career. Very early career from Duda, very highly thought of. And if you're highly thought of in Brazil for beach volleyball, you're going to do okay. Lines of call again, wider set, so the defender has to sit round again on the sharper angle. It opens up that line. It doesn't have to be too pretty, too technically elegant from Pavan. She can just pat the ball over the top of the block. She knows the defender's committed to the sharp angle. Service pressure from Xiamen Paredes has been very good throughout. Good angles as well from Agatha. We hit the technical timeout. It's Canada, one set to the good, but they're also 3 points up. going into the closing stages of this one. Brazil, they have got a mountain to climb here in Xiamen if they want to not only make a final, but just to take it to 3. Duda with the ball in hand. Pavan now the service target. They've had a little bit of a change. High, off the hands. Pavan is just in a different airspace altogether. And if she passes in system, they're trying to gamble in the fact that she'll pass off the net, therefore hit off the net and have to take pace off the ball, and then they'll be able to get a dig. But no chance. If Pavan's in system, she's going to be hard to stop. Talking of in system, it's a good dig from Brazil. Oh, it's a tight set. Happy days for Pavan. Brazil now all at sea. Duda playing a little bit of standing shot. Pavan should put the ball away here. Duda almost giving the net a cuddle. 5-point game. One-way traffic. Pavan does well to get off and still make an approach, so the ball's still in front of it. It's one way to beat Pavan when she's retracting off the net, is just to shoot high to that back corner. Even at 6'5", there's no retrieving that. Pavan talking to the referee here. Maybe about, it's only an assumption. Unsure whether the line judge called a foot fault on the serve or whether potentially it was screening. I don't think it would be screening as such. She's a very animated figure, though, for that moment, Sarah Pavan. Again, Highline going back to what they did early doors, Brazil. Trying to work over the top of the block, try and play high, but try and play fast. Paredes getting sucked in, assuming the ball was going on the cut shot. Ball went to the line. Tight setting again. Paredes in trouble. No, she's not. Again, a tight set usually brings out the knuckle or the pokey in a player. That's why she hits the ball from that inside position. She loves going back to the line, and it gives her so much room just to work the ball around. Tight again. Good from Agatha, though. A yelp from Duda. Because I imagine when she bump set that ball and it was so close to the block of Pavan, probably went, uh-oh. But fortunately for her, it was all good. 4-point game still, though, at the change of ends. Amanda Paredes is just siding out. She loves the line, but she used it from the outside, she'll use it from the inside. Really changes up the plays, changes up the speed. Very smooth arm. Been very impressive in this game. They complement each other well, that's for sure. Way to find the gap, Agatha. Two options there. Either Pavan just drops her hand in and takes that one with her inside hand, her left hand. They just leave it there. Amanda Paredes is taking a step round, taking the sharper angle. Talking of sharp angles, there's a sharp angle from Pavan, just fading the ball away to that sideline. Very good. She's facing the angle. The defender has to respect that body line, and then she works the ball off her body nicely. Little look at the court from Agatha. Nice control from Pavan. Should be another point here from Canada. 19-13, and his performance isn't really showing how weak Brazil are, but more how good Canada are. Siding out very well, making defense plays very, very nicely. They're well in control. Agatha again. Finds some joy. No joy. The referee is giving a net touch. I think against Duda. Number 2. Just when they think they have a little break out there, it's taken away from them. More joy for Canada. 2 points will book their place in the final against Kleisen-Hocheva from the USA. Wider set, chip high line. Nothing Canada do about that one. It's still very much theirs to lose. Again, 3 plays in a row. Game, set, and match to Canada. And the team of Melissa Humana Paredes and Sarah Pavan have been so dominant throughout this game. Duda and Agatha, well, they didn't play so badly, but Pavan so destructive at the net. Humana Paredes so good in her side out.